So can you explain what your scene is and who your character is?
Okay, so scene 6 is about a couple, Phil and Marcy, and they're kind of going through a rough patch in their marriage. Phil is always working, and Marcy's a overworked, stressed out mom who takes care of their kids all by herself and feels like her husband doesn't pay attention to her anymore.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually in 2 scenes, but today I'm going to talk about scene 8. It's called Seeing the Thing, and it's a pretty good scene. It's between 2 friends who have been friends for a very long time, and my character Jimmy has something very important to tell Rhonda.
I play Hope, and basically she is coming back home to almost Maine from traveling the world to come back to a man that she used to date, her ex-boyfriend, and he asked her before she left if she wanted to marry him, and she basically never gave him an answer and just left the next day to college, so she's coming back to give him an answer.
And what has this rehearsal process been like for you? How is it different from other processes you've been a part of?
This rehearsal process has been kind of stressful for me because it's my first major speaking role, and it's been very different for me because I've never had a speaking role before, and this is my first time being in a scene where it's just one other person. Most of the time I've been in the ensemble, so we all move in big groups, but this time it's just either me moving or me and my partner moving.
Well, I've never done a show that's like a collection of vignettes before, which is what Almost Maine is. It's like a collection of all these short stories, and as I'm in 2 of the scenes, it's really cool, but also kind of hard working 2 characters at the same time and making sure you have the lines right for each individual piece. But it's a good experience overall. It's very different.
I've never been in any other big productions or anything. I've only done Theater 2 stuff and Theater 1 in class, so it's very different from making stuff up the day that you have to perform. I have to memorize a lot. I have to work on every single line that I say has a different emotion and a different feel, so it's been difficult, but I enjoy the process.
What are your thoughts on Almost Maine? How do you feel about the show?
I love this show. I think people are really gonna like it. It's a beautiful show, and I die laughing every time I see it.
Joe?
I really like this show. One of my favorite songs, Fragments of Time, it's every time I hear that song I think of Almost Maine and vice versa, because it's about all these little moments where people are falling in love or doing all these cute little things, and that's what the show is about. It's a show about love, all aspects of love, and all these little fragments of time.
I love this show. I think I couldn't have been in a better production. It's very sarcastic, everything is funny, and it's just really great. Even if it's a sad scene, there's funny in it, and I love that.
And what's the best part about being an actor in Almost Maine?
The best part of being an actor in Almost Maine is just the camaraderie. We all get along, we all have a lot of laughs, and it's just a great group of people.
So what's the best part about being an actor in Almost Maine?
The best part is, for me, because we are doing 2 different shows, I'm very excited to see how I do things versus how the girl who's playing my character in the other class is doing her stuff. So.
Alright. And what's the best part about being an actor in Almost Maine?
It's the intimacy that the cast and the set provides. So you get on that stage and it's just 14-foot square. It's all you get, you know what I mean? And you have your little blocks and 1 table maybe. And it creates this really nice blank but also not blank slate to play in, and it's really different. It's good.